Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Spotify, which other one?
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
Yeah, so this is long story short, guys. Welcome back.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
This is going to be the first episode after the break, no?
whichever it is.
Whichever it is, just
Yeah.
tunawapenda,
Yeah,
tunawashukuru
yes.
na
So,
tunazidi kuwaombea.
yeah, so
Mungu
welcome.
awajalie kabisa.
Karibuni sana.
Hey.
Yeah,
If you
with
do
me
not
here-
subscribe to the Lord Jesus Christ, we also wish you the very best.
to the Lord Jesus Christ.
See,
Okay.
there are people who say, "Don't pray for me. I do not subscribe to God."
Okay, yeah.
We are with you too.
Yeah, so with me here is Jojo.
Yeah.
He's our co-host, and I am Jackie.
Super host Jackie.
Eh,
How are you?
I'm good. Tired.
I wanna go.
Yeah, very tired. Yeah, but guys, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed the other episodes.
Or if this is the first one, I hope you enjoyed this.
You'll enjoy this. And there are more episodes in our channel, so you can go back and watch
Yes.
all those other episodes.
Yes,
Yeah,
keep
but
up with us.
welcome.
Mm.
Welcome. So this is July. And
Or
yeah.
August.
And we just wanted to look back at the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Because when you were here, what was your word of the year?
Love and listen.
Have you loved?
I have listened.
Hapo kwa love ndio kidogo.
I have listened.
Mhm.
I have loved. What do you mean? I have loved.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. What is the word of the
It
year?
was action. And hii mwaka hata si mimi peke yangu. Kila mtu tu ako action.
You go
Here and
solo.
there. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's been a very busy first half of the year, right?
It has. What has been your first half? Before we get into the things that have been happening.
I think it's been overwhelming. Just because I went back to school.
Beautifully overwhelming, or
I think both. I'd say both, but
is it
more
beautifully and overwhelming,
Mhm.
or just the opposite, ugly overwhelming?
I can say it's both,
Mm.
but more to beautifully. Like the things I wanted to do, I'm actually doing them this year.
Yeah.
But then it's hard work, guys.
Yeah.
Balance, gumbaru ni ngumu. Vijana someni.
Soma. Vijana ambiwa short stories.
Yeah, I think balancing school and work and
Ambia watu ukweli. Bana Jackie scores A's. Juzi alikuwa anafanya exams ako like, wait, it's like ni kama nilijipiga pressure. Niko like, makosa ulifanya ni kupata A's. Now we expect A's. People who do not pay for your school fees, your friends, me,
even
personally,
my colleagues.
I expect A's.
Tell me.
I'm sorry.
Nikienda class usiharibu school fees. Usiharibu school
And
fees.
you know hakuna school fees ngumu kama ile nimejilipia.
Yeah, true.
Ukianguka, tutalipa tu tena.
True. Yeah, but it's been I don't know. I haven't had time to rest. I haven't rested.
Well, I don't know what you're saying, because the other time you were on a vacation.
I haven't. It was just to go. Then you come back. But I haven't.
Twice.
I haven't rested.
You've done
No.
like a short trip.
No, the other one was where I was going home. I haven't.
No,
done
not the one that you drove all the way. The other one.
I've not.
The
gone
other one
anywhere.
that you were going to. Oh, it was a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've not.
I have not gone. I've not actually taken leave.
Okay, to go somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
That you've had pockets of rest.
Yes. Here and there.
Yes, here and there.
Mm.
So what you would like to rest at least.
Yeah, I'd like to rest.
And if we join the industry where we work through the holidays, so
Guys, I was traumatized last year, but
so I'm just reminding you, if you're planning to work around your,
I won't work
your
this,
rest, you will take a break during that time. Okay.
Yeah, but it's been I think
1 to 10
for me. I think personally
1 to 10
I'd say a 7. Yes,
Hey,
but
watu
when I add in things that have happened in the country, like the floods, I think that period for me was traumatic.
the floods,
Not because
and now
not
during these healings that are happening,
and not because thankfully not any of my family members were hurt
And
during the
friends.
period, and friends, but I think it was just constant anxiety. Even when you get out of the house, you don't know where rains will get you. when you see landslides and cars and houses, maji imefika kwa roof. I think it was a very tough period.
Umechukua loan,
Ukabuy
umeweka
nyumba,
savings zako zote, ukanunua nyumba,
and then
inakuja
floods.
inajaa na maji.
I think it was a period that was full of anxiety for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was even the roads I used to go to work, some of them maji ilikuwa inamwagika. You would see compounds za watu maji imejaa. It's very sad.
Yeah, nilikuwa tukiona kwa news.
It's, by the way, houses around huku Westlands huko nyuma, they were flooded.
You have lived in a place for years. Suddenly.
Actually, that is the home you know.
Suddenly you no longer have a home.
Yeah. So anyway.
But 7 is pretty good.
Yeah, and
with the country happenings, you are giving it a what?
I'd actually now reduce it to around 4. Only because I don't think
how much pain.
When I think of 2024 now, holistically as a country, I cannot pinpoint something good that has happened. I don't know whether you get. If you just told January to June, what do you think has something good that has happened in Kenya?
You've seen Kenyans can unite.
Yes, that, but also in a bad light.
Out of adversity, yes. But we see we can actually come together.
Yes.
Regardless of your
what
tribe,
other thing?
regardless of
we lost
tribe.
an athlete this year, right?
Yeah, we lost an athlete. We've lost 2 creatives.
Yes. So when I ask you about Jan to June, what do you think about?
Other than life, and we have just shown that Kenyan system can actually work. We have lawyers, we have doctors, we have chefs, we have everything it takes for this country to work. I think that has been my highlight for Kenyans, that we have everything we need to make this country work. And it has been seen in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just in 2 weeks, we have shown not only Kenya, but the world that this country can actually work. It's just corruption and tribalism that has been the bedrock of what is shaking us. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid... I'm going to give it a solid 8.
8? I
was going to say 9.
By the way, are you running? Do you run nowadays?
With the cold, no.
Hey, Jojo, you will be running.
Yes,
every day.
But how long have we been away?
We've been away for long. I'm asking you whether you've been running since the last time.
Baridi hapana, I don't run. Even during the floods, I didn't run. Yeah, I didn't
so
run.
Ujai kimbia. When was the last time you ran?
By the way, May.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, May.
Not bad.
Because April, I didn't run with the rains. June, baridi lingia. July, clear.
But May is between April and June.
Hakukuwa na floods in May.
Ulikimbia in May?
Yeah, hakukuwa na floods in May.
Okay.
There were floods at the beginning of May, but hakukuwa na floods in May.
But are you asthmatic or you are allergic to cold or something?
No, I'm not.
So you just don't like running?
I like to preserve my life.
Okay.
I like breathing, in the words of Uncle Labo. That's only 8. 8 because I have really learned a lot about myself and other people with respect to how people relate and why they do what they do. And then I've leaned towards sharpening my strengths and seeing how I can drop my weaknesses. I have really learned how to listen to my intuition. I didn't know I had actually numbed that voice. Numbed in the sense of either I was hearing it but not doing. Like you see the way you should actually take this road. Kitu inakwambia, take a right. But you're like, either you halter and then you waste time, or you end up taking a left instead of a right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I have. Okay, love, I also had. And then I have really, really enjoyed my family and friends during this season. Really,
awesome.
really enjoyed. So as a country, yes, we've not done well. But as a world, some fantastic things have also happened. Anyway, let's get to it. Yeah. I am praying for rest too.
Yeah, rest. Yes, rest is
rest
important.
For sure. I know I have not rested. Rest, I am praying for rest and school. And
mtu arudi shule.
Not for masters, just...
Yeah, sijasema urudi shule gani. Umesema tu urudi shule.
There's a course I want to take that I think will really inform, because I'm constantly speaking to people, will inform how I speak to them and help them,
Okay.
or rather help each other.
Yeah, so I would like us to do a recap for what has happened between January
Up
to
to
June.
June.
So in January, what happened in January that you can remember?
Let's see. I have my notes
It's
here.
the Femicide protests.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in January. But this year we've done there has been a lot of
Hey.
protests, yeah?
And you know, the conversation we were having during that time was men are killing women and killing themselves.
Oh, yeah. Whether they were killing the women and they're killing the children and themselves. Girl.
And there was a conversation of, oh, as a woman, why are you staying in a compromising position? But I'm like, okay, let's assume the woman is in a compromising position. Does that mean they deserve death?
No, they don't. No one deserves death.
Yes, let's assume, okay, let's go with the narrative. Let's go with your narrative. Let's assume, yeah. She should not be where she was. But does that mean they need to die?
No.
Because the conversation was, oh, why are you in a club with people you do not know? Or why are you on a road trip with people you do not know? Okay, let's assume that's the case. But does that mean that these people should now kill her? So, I mean, nobody deserves death.
Yeah.
That was,
but do you think after
I was
that
genuinely
protest?
surprised that was in January.
Yeah. But do you think after those protests, the numbers have reduced, or is just that people are not reporting it?
I'd
or
like
it's actually still
I'd like
happening?
to think the numbers might have reduced, but also even beyond that, more importantly, people are more aware.
Yeah, I think when it's time, when it's not working, it's not working.
Even the
and it's okay for
conversations,
either party to leave.
even the conversations, we are
Yes.
now very careful. When you hear somebody say certain things, you're like,
yeah, I need to leave. I need to up and go. Yeah.
That's what you think about this
Yeah.
case. And even during that time, we were able to see the people who are just crazy in this country. Because why? Why would you think it's the victim's fault
Yes.
for being mistreated?
Yeah. So anyway,
Whether
guys,
they asked for it
let's
or
be
not,
careful.
quote unquote. Yeah. So
yeah, but thank you to everyone who participated
ukiachwa achika.
in the protest.
Ukiachwa achika. That's all we'll say.
Yes. So we got to February.
The month of love.
The month of love. Ulipendwa.
I will love you forever. Yeah.
We do not believe in Valentine.
I will love you forever has left. I will love you forever has left.
We say do not believe in Valentine, but anyway, we don't refuse gifts.
I don't believe in Valentine,
Yeah.
but
But
I
you don't refuse
appreciate
gifts.
I appreciate being gifted.
Yeah.
I truly do. Linturi alisema nani Kitanyi was just a visitor in his home. They were never married. We alisema how they were never married.
Oh my God. I was seeing someone who was saying nowadays, even if someone married you traditionally, but there is traditional marriages considered marriages in Kenya.
I think so.
No?
No?
Are they?
I'm not sure. I don't know anyone who's been traditionally married.
Okay.
I don't know anyone who's been traditionally married. Everyone who has done the ceremony traditionally, they go back and do this other thing.
Because someone was saying,
they
if you're
come and
married
sign a
traditionally,
certificate.
you need to go to the AG. If not, then you're considered unconstitutionally, like constitutionally, you're not married.
There was that time that was a wave. I can't remember what was decided.
Or that person
you remember
is
that time
allowed.
When you were saying when you come, we stay with somebody for a minute.
6 months.
Was that scraped off?
I think it was. But then
I think it was scraped
even
off.
if you are married, traditionally someone has paid your dowry and you don't go and formalize it at the AG, I'm told that person can go and marry someone else now formally in the AG's office because there is no record that is married.
That I know.
Yes.
What I would like to know is if this dowry then is taken as...
I don't know now what evidence you will give that as you're married, because even medical
other than
insurances,
the cows that are growing in your village.
Because even medical insurances, they need marriage certificates and affidavits. Every other thing, next of kin, whatever those things, most of them need you to actually give the marriage certificate.
Na employers zingine wakora tu wanasema ati they do not accept affidavits. You as an employee, please jikaze na insist your affidavit ichukuliwe.
Anyway.
Because it's a law document that shows that you are connected to this other person.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing is AFCON.
AFCON 2024.
Yes.
Hey, Nigerians were so dramatic. No wonder they lost.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nigerians don't come for me. Me don't play soccer.
And Benihin Crusade, that also happened in February.
Yeah, you went?
No. Yeah, March.
The famous song of Benihin inakwanga gani?
Akisikumbuki because I don't follow him.
Holy Spirit, thou art present in this place.
I don't follow him. Yeah. So in March, International Women's Day.
Inspire inclusion, guys. Inspire inclusion.
Yeah.
I hope we are including women in conversations at home. I hope you're including them in the workspaces.
I think we did an episode on International Women's
so
Day.
I hope we are really including women as early as they are kids. But the conversations that we were having last weekend was we feel like the boys, they've not been there. We wonder, will they be ready for the women that are coming up?
Actually, size they are not ready.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now they are not.
Yeah.
So imagine, because people are saying more guys are going back home to ask for help as opposed to ladies.
Yeah, it's true.
And whose fault is that? Is it the boy or the father or the mother?
I think it's everyone, even including the boy. Because boys are so used to feeling like they deserve the world, that the world belongs to them. And now...
It does, though.
Okay. I was talking to a recruiter and he was saying that you would even see the way boys prepare for interviews and the way girls prepare for interviews is very different.
Yeah.
Girls are more prepared than boys. So even if you give them the same platform, you would still go for the girls.
Is it our fault as society? Have we...
I think mentorship. There's no mentorship for the boy. We seem to assume that of course boys have an upper hand, but then we have used that as an excuse to not to empower them.
What would empowering them look like?
I think more of mentorship. Because most of the boys now are into alcohol, whatever. I was actually speaking to a recruiter and she was saying, even the way they prepare for interviews, you can tell the difference. Girls have been empowered to create good CVs, to win, to go prepared, to ask questions, while the boys just come. And they feel like they deserve to be given the job.
They do deserve. Everyone deserves the job. That's what they forget. Like they forget that everyone here deserves that job.
Kuna sema eti kuna mwenye aliingia kwa room na akasema huko kuna joto tunaweza fungua dirisha in an interview.
Well, dirisha ni vizuri ifunguliwe, lakini that's not how you ask for.
Yes, that's not how you ask for it.
That's not how you ask for it. Yeah, you can be in a staffy room and just request for dirisha tufunguliwe, lakini not like that. I don't know. Okay, there was a conversation that I'm just going to take this way. I should not go. You see the way young boys, millennial dads or late boomers grew up with their dads not telling them I love you. Most. But now boys are being told I love you. Does that affect how the boy grows up?
It doesn't.
Even the conversation on, you can't raise a boy and a girl the same way.
You can't.
There's a way
even two girls, you can't raise them the same way.
I'm
just saying.
Remove political correctness from this conversation.
I'm just saying.
Wear your African hat while at it. I'm saying you cannot raise a girl and a boy the same way.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're harder on the boy.
From an African context.
Point of view, yes.
Yes. Most believe that you need to be harder on the boy.
And why are you harder on the boy?
But also, let me not say harder on the boy. You could be, actually harder on the girl.
No, it's hard on the boy because when the boy falls, you're like, Baba, we don't cry. Don't cry. You're a man. you don't cry.
But also,
But with a girl, no, let's
softness.
just, yes.
But I'm also
speaking
bringing
about
it,
softness and vulnerability. I'm not speaking about those other things.
but I'm also saying that boys are allowed to, even in the they
To
had,
misbehave.
yes, and to be curious.
Yes.
And to
To
fall down
explore,
and to
be
explore.
adventurous.
Yes. But for a girl,
That's
you're
not
told,
what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I'm talking about purely vulnerability and softness.
Yeah,
Does
it's
how
true.
much softness and vulnerability you show to a boy, does he end up being, quote unquote, a weak man?
No, I don't think so.
Or because the conversation was, he grows up and then he will, if anything happens, he will always ask for help from home,
which is fine.
Like, oh, sijui nini imefanyika, anakimbia nyumbani.
Is that a measure of success?
And as opposed to him taking charge. Like, you see, if something is happening in your house, your husband should not call his dad or his mom for help. He should be able to know, this is my home. I run this home.
Fine.
Let's find a solution for it. So does softness and vulnerability weaken this man's ability?
No, I don't think so.
To be firm and assertive and confident
I don't think so, because would you rather I stay with my problems, I don't tell anyone, then I look for something else to support, like alcohol?
Hence, I'm asking, where did we lose track? I want to know where we lost track. So that's why I'm saying,
because
kuna mali tuli lose track. For an interviewer to say they feel like the boys are not prepared as much as the ladies. Where have we lost track? Is it in primary? Is it as a toddler? Is it in high school?
I think kila mahali. There's just
nani anafaa kupick up the slack?
It has to start from the parent.
Okay, anafaa kufanya nini mzazi? Give them a game plan.
I'm not a parent, honestly, so I can't tell you I'm going to give you a game plan.
Not a game plan, like what?
But I think it's to also allow, just whatever you're teaching that girl, you can also teach that boy. If it's vulnerability, teach them both. If it's aggressiveness, teach them both. Don't give the boy things, I don't know, because you find sometimes parents tend to treat boys the way I was telling you. They're allowed to be curious. They're allowed to do what? I'll give you something because in an easy way. Boys normally get things in an easy way than girls. And that's why nowadays, if you find nowadays girls, and even girls who grew up in families where they saw their moms suffer, you will see those girls do not want to be like their moms. And they will work hard not to be like their moms.
Or to not be in a position of lack.
Yes, in a position of lack. But boys don't care.
Or whether they're in a position of lack or not,
they don't care. Yes, they're the prize. So don't, you kusema wewe ni kijana, wewe ndio, a boy is a second born and you're telling them wewe ndio mkubwa wa nyumba. You're the head of this family.
But the girl will be married off, no?
It's okay. But are they not the same girls who come to help the family?
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But when a girl is married off in the African context, now
we are not talking about now the African context, because right now, where are we?
See, we are in Africa.
We are in Africa, but what are we applying?
African context. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have an answer for it. I'm still thinking through it, and
I just think the way parents are.
I'm thinking through it and wondering what can be done to help the boys.
I think the way the parents are still parenting boys is kitambo. They have not seen that dynamics have changed.
I don't think so. I think they have stopped parenting boys like kitambo.
But kitambo was military.
And that is not what is happening now.
Military and ndio kufanywa wewe ndio the prize.
And that is not what is happening now. Right now,
let me tell you.
Boys are told, I love you.
No, let me tell you.
Baba, you can cry.
Let me tell you.
Express yourself.
They are being told that in the Kalenjin right culture, normally when the boy has been circumcised, they change.
They become a man.
In
quote,
fact, wewe sasa wewe msichana, you are not the prize, and like you're just
a person.
Yes. Yeah. Like in the African, you'd even find now boys don't come to the kitchen. You have to take food for them. They don't do things for themselves. I'm just saying in the traditional Kalenjin.
Yes. We are not saying that's how you grew up, guys. Be calm.
Yeah. So now I feel like giving them that perspective that they are the prize, and then they actually meet girls who are aggressive. Because you see, for them, they've sat.
Who know the prize needs to be taken.
Yes, and for them, the boys are just seated and they're like, si job ni yangu. Yes, because at the back of their mind, they are entitled.
There's a bit of that. But anyway. I don't know, guys. I don't know where the rain started beating us.
Yes.
What I know is men need to, like, in your words, mentor more men.
Yeah.
Like,
you just need to mentor men.
They like, just the same way women need to be mentored by women.
Yes.
There's something you learn from
a
person who has lived the kind of life that you're going to live.
Yeah, but even nowadays there are a lot of programs that empower boys.
They are.
Yeah, so you just need to know which one is which. Anywho,
okay. All the best, boys.
Right, so in April, sadly, we had floods.
That was bad.
Yeah,
that was really, really bad. Like, really bad.
What do you think we learned?
Well, I saw demolitions were done, but well, najua sahi watu wamejamia daktari, but amkumbuki daktari ndo alisema watu wasiishi kando ya maji. So that was a good thing he did. I think homes were demolished that were next to rivers. I hope they are not rebuilt by the time next year comes. Landslides.
Yeah.
I know people are not compensated for that. There are people who refused to leave where they were living.
Wow.
And they're just like, kitukujia ni sawa. I think it would be time to leave. Because they could not believe.
Yeah, that they are leaving.
Especially old people. Because they're just like, nenda wapi.
Nenda wapi, yeah.
No, that's the question, nenda wapi. The house that flooded on Mombasa Road.
I also think Nairobi's drainage is just a mess, yeah?
What do some urban plannings why do you study that course again? You know, there's a course called urban planning. Planning.
I know. Nimesema hivyo nikakumbuka an ex-friend of mine studied it, so
urban planning, and the way this urban
I think it's a really
planned.
good course, but I feel like they've not been given an opportunity to put in their creativity. Yeah.
Because Nairobi River, barabara kona.
Nairobi River iko wapi?
Imekatwa hapo na certain institutions that will not be named. It's the way it should flow.
And it's also very dirty, yeah?
People have built along its way.
Yeah.
So when it floods properly, it knocks out. No water can take anything out.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah, it is. Same case as fire.
Like, literally. Like, it can. Inenda ikienda. That was sad. I just hope that we have learned and we will do better.
Yeah.
But I liked how Kenyans they stood with one another.
Yeah.
Mombasa. Mombasa was bad, bana. In fact, what am I saying? Everywhere was
bad. Kijabe was bad. Maimayu.
Javs, matatus
on the road. It was sad.
These were real clips.
Yeah.
But those people are surviving.
Wacha tu. It was a sad thing.
Motorbikes.
Anyway.
Why do I think we've not learned? Because have roads been made?
No. I think when the rain stopped, everyone went about their businesses. Because even the potholes and the way the roads were damaged, they're still pretty much... Okay, maybe some areas have been constructed and renovated, but not everywhere. And there are no alternative drainages or things that have been done to maybe... I don't know. I don't think that we have really done anything much.
Because I wonder, are we ready for April 2025? If it rains. And you know, it had taken so long before it rained.
Yes,
that's why we never thought of
we
these
never
things.
thought of it, yeah.
So are we ready? Ama 2025 tena tuarudi hapa. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, the other thing that happened in April was that the dollar dropped against the shilling, or how do we say?
That's exactly what we're saying.
Yes. So I think that was a positive thing. But for the diasporans, they were not very happy.
The people lost money though.
Yeah. So it was a good thing.
It dropped before that, before we paid that Eurobond.
It's in April that it started dropping, and that's why the fuel prices went down a bit.
Did they even go down?
Yeah. From 217, now we are at 192 2
Initially ilikuwa ngapi?
217.
Before 217.
No, it was always, I think it's due one what? One, there was even a time it was at 130. Yeah,
Nakwambia, I
anyway.
can't believe $1 used to be
Yeah.
70 bob at some point.
Mm.
$1 used to be 86 during Uhuru UK's time. I can't believe we used to complain about that. Saiko 135.
Yo.
And we are like, oh, it's really dropped. We are so grateful. Are we?
Yeah.
Are we though?
So that was it about April. Oh, I think also we lost Ogola in April, which was it's very sad. Yeah, we continue praying for his family as well. Anyway, in May.
In that April, we lost so many people to the floods too.
Yeah, yes, to the floods.
A lot of lives were lost.
Yeah, I think Kenya, we've lost a lot of people this year.
Especially, man. First quarter.
Anyway, in May, we the budget was read.
Shukisha.
Yeah, and also the
Shukisha, guys.
proposals of the finance bill, which I think we will talk about it under June, but basically the budget was read.
When was housing levy done?
Affordable housing levy was done in March or April, thereabout.
Yeah, affordable. So basically, GOK had said
they will build houses.
For who? You and I.
But not everyone is eligible to get those houses.
No, as in when they were cutting us our money, they were like, we are going to give you houses.
They're actually still cutting us our money.
I know. So si kasimamishwa.
Yes.
Lakini
ikapitishwa.
Akili. Daktari na akili. Kapitishwa. 1.5 inakatwa huku na 1.5 inakatwa huko.
Yeah.
Nasema ukikata unakata. So a whole 3%
per employee.
Wakakuja wakasema nini?
Sasa saizi hata nyumba hazijengwi.
Yeah.
Hizo money ziko kwa government bond. Na government ni wao. I don't just get how these things work.
You see Kenyans on the street, you understand, Bana. It's pretty frustrating.
It is.
Yeah, 3%.
3%. And I feel like this thing is also very expensive for employers.
It's expensive for everyone, Jackie. It's not cheap for anyone.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just trying to imagine that an employer will pay you a part of your NSSF, and will pay pays my cost, and will pay
NHIF.
No, NHIF is
Sorry,
mine.
not NHIF. Housing levy. And then you still want them to be in business and make money.
Yes. And now still tax them. Take VAT, take corporate income tax, take whatever tax levies.
If I talk about pay, I'll die. Guys, if I just talk about pay, if I talk about pay, I'm telling you, we will. Let me just, GOK, na wasalimu hamjambo ni tena. Nauliza, shida iko wapi? Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm asking.
But I think, I don't know. So pesa yetu
you
ya
know,
housing
what
levy,
you know is that they are not going to use that money
to build houses.
Rasilimali ya umma haitatusaidia.
Yeah, because now that has gone to government bonds. So I don't know what it's doing in government bonds, and yet it's the money that has been contributed.
Wanaplan kulipa deni yetu.
Maybe. Wakitumia kulipa deni, we won't get mad.
Jackie, that's a joke.
I'm just saying.
No jokes. No jokes. And then the elephant in the room. Wait. Hapa June.
So hapa June sasa. Now there's the issue of the finance bill. What do you think made people feel the need to go to the streets because of the finance bill?
It was just an
escalation of things.
Escalation of things.
Yeah.
Like Daktari came, appointed 50 CSs. Daktari came and did ABCD. His boys
are bowling
and misbehaving
and showing us on the internet.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Like they do things that they should be prosecuted for. I mean, those were Singishu kids.
Yeah.
Who paid almost
1.9 million
per kid
to go to
Finland.
Finland, yeah.
Na wengine mpaka zao jarudishiwa pesa yao. So it was just a host of things, and then ikalipuka. Like people are like, in fact, the first Tuesday of Mandamano, the people who came to Andamana were not intending to.
Yes.
They were just like, by the way,
tunabeba
ufala. But you know what? I'm actually going to join this. Because well-educated people are on the street.
Yeah, but I think
Acha zile protest za baba za mchezo zenye watu walikuwa narukianga sijui 5am.
Hizi unakula breakfast kwanza pale KFC.
Kwa kipole. Maandamano inaanza 10-11.
10-11. But anyway, I
But
think
ogopa Gen Z. Can you remember there's a time Ruto blocked Baba from getting into CBD?
you know,
And then Gen Z.
you go.
Makofi bana.
It has been a revolution, guys. It's been a revolution. But I think what has made me so happy is that now people are starting, remember,
To see their power.
yeah, and
the
not even
power
their
is with
power,
the people.
even during our first episodes when we were talking about taxes and finances.
Yay.
I'm so glad that nowadays people
There's a lot
know,
of ignorance.
Yes, there's a lot of, like, people now know that this one will affect this and will affect this and will affect
I kid
me.
you not, one of the best things for me
Uh-huh.
has been Kenyans seeing they can actually work together regardless of whatever metrics
Social,
that are
and
put
even
in.
tribes and all those things.
Social classes in it. Number 2 is people now understand the value of a member of a lawmaker. They now get it.
And the value for their money.
That is something that I think my dad really inculcated in
Yeah.
us. Like mimi nitaenda kupiga kura hata saa zile najua inaibwa. I'm that what's the word? Is it patriotic? I must exercise my civic duty.
Yeah.
He used to say, this person can actually pass something that will completely finish or make you.
Yeah. But all these ones are making things that most of them, things that will finish us.
204 people
said
decided.
Yes. But you know, the thing that bothers me the most is that now when the bill has been...
204.
Was it rejected? No. But yes, when the bill was returned back to them, most of them now have started coming back. Oh, we are sorry. You know what? There's even someone from Luyaland who said that when the bill was being passed, I was asleep. And you just had my name and I said yes. I was responding to them.
That one with the wife.
With the t-shirts.
Where it's giving Abigail and the husband. You know when the husband had abused King David and then now David was coming to finish the husband and Abigail ran and
said today that I was given 2 million and I really wanted that 2 million to go and give it to my people in my constituency.
204.
But I think they fear because now they know that
the people have seen their power.
And even in Ushago now people are going to the MPs.
Yeah. They're rural areas.
Yes.
People are not playing.
Yeah.
But the one I was most disappointed with was Kiari. The guy from Ridiculousness.
Elsema hizo zilikuwa Photoshop.
I was genuinely disappointed because when you are in comedy, especially acts of ridiculousness, you banter with people. So you always actually know what is happening in the ground.
And I don't know.
I was just at where did he lose the beat?
Kwani Jagu alienda wapi? Jagu alienda no longer here. Hata angeimba tu, angebaki tu kutuimbia. Vigeugeu.
Kigeugeu. But that jam was a nice jam, guys.
And it was making sense.
Where's Jaguar?
I don't know.
Jaguar, where are you? We'd like to host you on this podcast. No. Ni jokes. Kwani wewe jokes, baba. Stay hidden.
Yeah. So
Kiare really disappointed me.
And I think one of the good things that I have loved about this season is that now even MPs no longer flaunt their cars when they are going on the highway.
Yes.
Our highways are blocked because they are passing. You
Uber
just go.
Uber chap sahi.
Just go.
Sahi hata watembee na hiyo Uber chap. But Kenyans, I mean, it was not kind of people to go and destroy their
properties, but let them just go peacefully. Don't make.
I also did not appreciate when somebody was like, I was listening to it yesterday, as in, oh, you have killed our kids. We also know where your kids are.
No,
two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, they don't.
I was deeply sorry for the guys who lost their property. And also during this season, I will repeat, character is revealed in a crisis. So these people who are going around abusing Daktari and his team, abusing people who voted for Daktari, burning bridges with people. We will remember. Let me tell you, this reject finance bill will end. We will remember how you are treating people.
Yeah.
Constantly abusing people. These are the people who put Daktari in power. It's maji yamemwagika.
Yeah, of course. There's someone who was saying, people? Of course we voted because he gave us a promise, but it hasn't worked. And do we regret it?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
and we want to make it right.
We actually deeply regret it.
Okay,
I didn't vote for him, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they deeply regret it. So constantly telling me that you're the people, actually it's not telling me, abusing me
Because of it.
for needing daktari and abusing daktari
But
and
also,
their children.
all of us are suffering. Even if the other leader would have come in and made his...
Who knows?
Who knows? We would have all suffered.
But Baba would have been a good president.
Anyway, guys,
I enjoy this country.
Jojo's views are not the views of Long story short.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious, guys. We need to be
Yeah.
very kind.
I
Even
think-
as you are rejecting the finance bill,
The-
let us not abuse people.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. Even these MPs, these 2 or 4, not MPs and women reps and the people who, like, how is abusing them helping the situation? What we need is to do is the necessary actions to recall them from their positions.
Yeah, and move on.
Yeah, so hiyo nguvu unaweka kutukana huyo mtu, weka kwa kuweka mikakati. And that's why I keep telling people, why are you personally rejecting the finance bill?
Well, I don't know whether most people understand it, but the fact that they know there's something called a finance bill, that is a win for me.
And that's why I'm saying you are taking rage from somewhere
That
and
you don't
placing it
understand.
here.
Yes,
It's
that you don't
misplaced
understand.
rage.
Yeah,
It's actually misplaced rage.
Yeah.
So because you are living a very sad and unfulfilled life, you're using
the same to
this period of finance bill. Finance bill will pass. Guess what? You'll still be sad and unhappy and unfulfilled. So fix your life, sweetie. Fix your life. Fix your life. Stop using this period as a time to we are actually seeing your bad manners. And best believe, we'll remember.
Yeah.
Those people who are abducting themselves and doing things that are not right, we will remember.
Anyway, guys.
And those people who are also not rejecting, I want to assure you, we will also remember you. You see the same way we have remembered the people who voted for Daktari? We will also remember you. So
Anyway,
I think respectfully reject the finance bill. That's what I'd say. Respectfully do it. Don't go abusing people. Don't go burning people's houses or their property. Don't go looting. Just speak out your voice. Understand why you're doing it. It will inform what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, and also where to do it. But makofi kwa
watu wote wenye walijitokeza, and those who have the country's interest at heart.
Yes. Yeah. So makofi pia to the walikuwa ngapi wenye walisema no?
Around 100 and something.
115 is it?
Yes.
And so makofi sana to the 115.
Yeah.
Whether you did it out of fear,
you still voted no.
I jealous. Whether you did it out of the people, seeing what the people will actually need. Thank you for boldly, because it was a very bold move.
It was a bold move.
Yeah, thank you for boldly speaking for the people who put you in power.
Yeah, but as we said earlier in the earlier episodes, that it's good to read the budget and the bill and
or summaries.
Or summaries. There are a lot of summaries on the internet.
Yes.
Get to know what is affecting you in what way, why. How is this budget going to be to be met in terms of collections and all those things, medium term revenue, whatever, all those things, taxes. File your taxes. Yes, because I know most people didn't file their taxes, and even because they were met with this whole drama of finance bill.
And also notice there was a waiver.
Yeah, on penalties and interest, but it has already. I don't know whether it will be. I don't know.
It will be extended.
Yes, I don't know. Hopefully. But anyway, file your taxes because that is the law.
And also understand, when Kenyans are saying Daktari must go, do you understand what it means for him to go? Ama you just think that because Daktari will go now, Jackie will become the president?
No, it doesn't happen like that.
They understand what that means exactly.
Means, yes, yeah.
The VP coming in, if the VP is not the Speaker of the House, if the Speaker of the House is not the army. Are you willing for the army to take this country for 60 days? And peradventure, they decide to stay on board. And then what? In fact, the only country that has done it well is it Burkina?
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, it's Burkina Faso.
The president is doing such a good job.
Fantastic. Fantastic job.
He's doing such a good job.
I'm very proud of. Let's hope what we are seeing is what we are seeing.
Yes.
Because, sometimes you're seeing things from another country and the person in that country is just like that is not exactly what's happening.
So far we've seen he's doing such a good job.
Anyone from Burkina Faso personally. But so far we've seen he's done a good job. Ghana walipea walipea nini yao up to September.
Abadilike
Ama there will be a national
ultimatums.
they give them an ultimate. Hey, young people mna stress generation za kitambo.
But let systems work. And even if I want to pay
September.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if I want to
Nationwide.
pay taxes, 50% of my income is taxes, but I can take my child to a public school
Thank
or
you.
I get good medical.
Floods will not pick me on the road.
I can use a train to work.
If I want to apply for a tender, there are
Yes,
clear streamlines.
Yes. Why
Then
wouldn't I want to pay 50% of my income to
why
taxes?
wouldn't I? Because
it's working for me.
The infrastructure is very clear.
Yes.
Healthcare
I
is
don't
something
need a
else.
car.
We will talk about healthcare.
Yeah.
You know how expensive healthcare is? Today, the person doing my makeup was just like, she was in hospital on Thursday at 12 a.m. That's now Friday. She stayed there on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday. She was paying 70 Gs. Cash money. Because she's not in insurance.
Yes.
70. So she was like, I was there on Friday and Saturday. Because I was being discharged now on Saturday.
Saturday jioni.
70 Gs. And she was just like, thank God I can. She said she can, or she was up. I think she was up by the older bro.
Yeah.
So imagine, she was just like, if I didn't have anyone.
That means you have to part with something, or I don't know.
Or
even you don't go to the hospital.
Also, what happens in hospital? Because there's something unachonga viazi. What happens in hospitals? Unaosha?
No, there's normally either you have to leave your title deed or something, or your
No,
logbook.
peradventure I have nothing. What happens? Am I given a cleaning job?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because restaurants unajua
but I think most people also go to the hospitals depending on their financial status.
Yes, but sometimes, Jackie, you can go in thinking, worst case scenario, 30K. And then you go in 70.
But even that 30K, ukienda kwa hiyo 30K.
Hiyo 30, si uko nayo. Unasema, worst case scenario.
Then kama uli afford your 30, there must be something else you can give.
I don't think so. Sometimes you've scrapped everything together for that 30.
Itabidi mfanye harambee.
Sindo nasema, so what happens if you are not able to pay?
I don't know. I have not had.
But we will talk about it in a conversation on healthcare. You will see how expensive healthcare in this. Not having insurance in this country it's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive.
Okay, I think we can wrap up the first half of the year.
Yes, and out of 10, solid 2.
Yeah, after all these things.
For Kenya? Solid 2.
Yeah.
No, actually no.
Let's give it a 4.
Yeah, 4. Because of the unity that came with it, because of how literate we've become about the power that you as a voter have.
Yeah.
How we have seen we can actually do things if we put our mind to it. Okay. Well,
anyway, guys,
4 is good.
So second half of the year, we are hoping that all goes
the dollar
well.
continues to drop. More investors coming to the country.
Yes.
For sure. I hope young people still see they can actually do it. I hope, man, let me just say, I am deeply, deeply sorry for everyone who's lost their life during April and during this time. I am deeply, deeply sorry. Shout out to our leaders. We lost Njambia and Fredo Mondi.
And so sorry to their families. And also Njambi's dad, Yeah, so it's painful.
There's something there, but okay, we'll leave it.
We don't know the circumstances.
So we pray that the Lord will help you navigate that. So that was deeply painful. I can only imagine if my brother or sister or loved one was on the street and they were shot. Yeah, it's sad. So that doctor who died.
Who was volunteering to help the people.
I mean, that was just that's an unnecessary valuable life to lose. All lives are valuable.
Yeah.
It was those kids in those states that shots were fired. I don't know.
So anyway, guys,
we pray that the next quarter,
the next half
of the year, more people live life, people give birth more. People grow more.
Yes.
People finish school or get their A's.
Yes.
People go on vacation and rest.
Yeah, and rest. Yeah.
But all in all,
make more money.
I'm still on listen and love, guys. The change strong.
Action and prayer at this point. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
See you on the next one. Bye.